Okay, we are live. I swear it feel like Tuesdays be taking forever to get here.
Right. Tuesday night. I'm like,
And
okay,
we
it's time for that convo.
it take forever to get here, and I know we both be so busy. I know I was busy the past few days.
Yeah, I've been busy, with life, kids, work, it's just a lot going on all the time. So
Working women.
yes. So, but Tuesday definitely it sneaks back up on us. And then it's like, okay, well, finally.
I think maybe because it's like in the beginning of the week. So then like you get over Tuesday and then we have like this long, like all these other days until it circle back around. But I don't know. But anyways, we are here now, live and in effect.
Yes.
And today is
On a Tuesday.
Ghetto. Okay. We're dating
mm.
relationships tonight. We're talking about this dating world because I know we have a lot to say about that, especially as millennials. I feel like we like older millennials.
Yeah. We
Because you have
definitely the older millennials.
the younger ones that's closer to the Gen Z people, and then we're like the older ones. We just made the cut into being a millennial.
Yeah,
We've been in
definitely.
that other crew, and I feel like they be a hot mess too. But
I know, but we can say we the millennials that when
we paved the way.
We was around when Facebook first started. I remember
We
when
were
it was
around
a
a lot.
college thing.
For somebody showed me a Facebook post, like a post about Facebook, and was like, they feel like it should have been kept for college students. I remember. I think you were the one who told me about Facebook. I didn't know nothing about this Facebook. Somebody told me about it. Wasn't it
I
like?
think I told you.
Yeah, wasn't it like by email invite only or something? Like it was like real bougie and exclusive.
It was. You used to have a college email address to get on Facebook. And if you didn't have a college email address, you was not getting on Facebook. Then
And
all of a sudden, they just opened it to everybody. So now everybody, grandma, all the way down to their kids.
I know now they let anybody good on Facebook. They let all of us degenerates taint the Facebook. We turned it out.
Hey, it keeps us connected.
So, yeah. So, anyways, talking about dating, I know we've been talking about this a lot. Like this past week, I feel like because one of us is newly single and need to know how to navigate this whole dating scene that's going on. So, wait, first of all, how has dating been for you so far?
Do you really want to go there, Aya?
Okay. I know. Come on, you got to tell me.
Listen, I have been off the market for decades.
Oh my God. You got to come over here. You got to come over here, Aisha. I don't know how to talk. I'm live on TikTok, by the way. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm like on TikTok. This is like my first live ever. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it every Tuesday. I don't know. Cause like I'm like really shy. I don't really be on the camera, y'all. So this is my first live on TikTok. But I just want to direct the traffic over to my YouTube.
Yes, so that's come on, people.
Over here. The link is in my bio so that y'all can watch our podcast. We are talking about dating, and you can, of course, call in, chime in, give your thoughts on the dating scene as it relates to us Black girls and women and all of that good stuff. So if I'm not looking over y'all way, it's because I'm looking at my screen and we about to get into it.
Yeah, tell them to come to YouTube. She's trying to get the TikTokers over here.
Click the link in the bio. Click the link in the bio and come over here to YouTube.
Okay, all right, so back to what I was saying. Back to what I was saying. So I've been off the market for decades. So, back in the day, and I'm not even going to tell you how old I am, but, because, we still look good. But back in the day, you met somebody, you vibed with them. If it led to intimacy, then guess what? You go together.
It was the vibe.
You go together. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. It was easy. Now, it is so complicated. It's so many different terms for this and that. And then now it's like people don't talk to you in real life anymore. Now it's online dating and, and people are just weird. And then there's terms like, are you single? Are you single? Are you trying to be friends? But are you friends with benefits? And
okay, like first of all, the single got me when you told me. You was at telling me about the single. I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell is single?
Okay, so I told you. Okay, so single means that yeah, I'm single, but I got somebody though. But we're not in a committed relationship. I have somebody, but I'm technically single.
Mm-hmm.
Single means you don't have nobody.
Like I'm not talking to anyone.
Not to anyone. You are single. You can move freely. There's nobody who's in the shadows in love with you, but there's no definition. But the single could mean that you got somebody who you sleep in the bed with every night, or they coming over. They may not live with you. You're not
So
married.
single is
You're not
I'm
a
single,
boyfriend.
but
You're
I'm
not a
dating.
girlfriend. You still single, but you dealing with somebody. But single means you don't have anybody at all. And when I heard that, I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah, that's young
Single.
shit. Like, yeah, I don't know about all that. Yeah, that's that young shit. I don't
Go on a dating app, and it's people young, old, and everything saying that. Okay, that's the thing. Then the new term, I mean, I guess it always was a situation with friends with benefits, you know what I'm saying? But now everybody wanna be like your friend. But
with the benefits?
With the benefits though, but then as soon as somebody, because you know that always goes left.
Yeah, of course.
As soon as one person catches feelings, then it's like, oh no, we just friends. Let me fall back.
Or if you catch the feelings, they're gonna ask you how you gonna catch feelings because we just friends.
I was honest with you. We just friends.
We just friends.
We just friends. So that's what the dating scene look like now. And then, like, not to mention that I don't know if it's the pandemic, the Kool-Aid, the tea, or the juice, but people crazy. Straight up.
Yeah,
some crazy people out
guys
here.
Been crazy. Guys been doing the most since guys been doing the most.
And let me be diplomatic and say that there are some people really suffering with mental illness out here, and they need to get help before they try to date people.
That's your nice. That's the nice way of you saying these motherfuckers is crazy. These motherfuckers is
I'm serious.
Not even like
don't
it.
play with people. Don't play.
They crazy. They outside their mind. It's the audacity. Okay, so what I feel like from what I see, because I mean, I'm not on the scene. I am not single, but I've been single and I've been single. Okay, I've been dating. I've been friends with benefits. I guess I've been all of them, right? So, what I can say about men, this might not even be a now thing. This just might be an overall thing. Is that I feel like they don't put effort into dating anymore because there's no need to put effort into dating, especially when you got all these apps. You got apps where you got Tinder, you can swipe left. You got Facebook dating now. You got Facebook period because that's been a thing. People hop in the inboxes. You got so many ways of meeting people and just simply getting what you want out of them, like that, without having to do anything for it, put any effort, put any work in. That they don't want to do the I'm gonna take this girl out on all these dates just to show her blah 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 blah. They're not doing all that. They just gonna move on. They're just gonna swipe left on you and move on to the next.
Well, one thing that I will say that I have noticed, okay, so say you out and you walking and you out and about and you meet somebody and you go out with them. You don't know nothing about them from a hole in the wall. Like if you were to go out on a date with them, you don't even know if you guys would have conversation or a blind date. But what I can say about online dating is you have the opportunity to chat with a person for a while, and you can still make somebody work for it in a virtual world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's always the person who like, oh hey, how you doing? Here's my number. Like sir. You know, my thing is, how do I even know I have anything to talk about with you? You know, and then nobody wants to go through blocking people and all types of stuff when they go a little cray cray on you. So like they have mechanisms built inside these apps so that you can video chat right in the app. You can talk to them. You can really have a dialogue. What do you like to do? What do you like? Where you like to go? So you could plan a date. But my problem is These men out here, they not financially ready for the date because it's expensive. It's expensive to take people on dates these days.
Especially now. Like, yeah, it is expensive.
But I still feel like I read somebody's bio recently, and they were like, I need to meet you in person to see if we got a vibe before I decide to take you on a date. Left.
You want to meet me? Wait, first of all, wait a minute. So you want to meet me to see if we vibe before you decide if you want to basically spend money on me and take me on one date.
That's what I took that.
I thought the date is us seeing if we vibe.
Exactly. So my thing is, listen, there is so many dates you can do on a budget. Be creative.
Yeah.
Think outside the box. If you like it, if they're a guy that doesn't have the funds, listen, why don't you go right to the grocery store, get a couple of fruits and get a little basket and do a picnic in a public park or something.
Now, would you like if a guy did that, he went to the store, got some ingredients or whatever, and was like, I thought it would be cool if we cooked together.
That would be cool, but it depends on where you met them at. Because if you're dating online, which the majority of people are meeting people online now, I'm not going to your house to cook nothing with you. You know, so.
That's what I was about to say. Like, would you feel comfortable going to their house? Okay, yeah.
All right, so I think it's safe. Like, go buy, like, and even then, like, they buy you a sandwich, they put something in it. So my thing is like, maybe you can say, hey, let's meet at the grocery store. You can get the ingredients and then go to the park. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's other things too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he don't. Maybe he could save up for a date or should he should be dating.
But my thing is this: don't take me on no date and be giving like I don't want to feel bad if I want another drink.
Oh, if you ordering and they just sitting there like, oh man, I gotta pay for this and I really can't.
Yeah. And drinks are like $10, $15 now. And then if you the type of person you like hookah, those hookahs cost about $70. And then and then on top of that, then you want something to eat too. And the dinner might be like between $10 to $20. Like that's almost $100 bill right there. Or more.
I mean, well, first of all, if they planning it, see, if they're planning it, then they should also plan out the place in which they're going to take you so that they can know how much to be prepared to spend. Like, okay, say she want 2 or 3 drinks, say she want this, they should have all that fucking figured out.
They should.
Some of them if you call and leave the option up to us, because I know I used to do that back in the day. That's probably evil. And they'd be like, "What you want to do or where you want to go?" And they're asking me, like, so you're not the one that's planning it. You want me to tell you where I want to go. Delmonico's. We go right over there to Delmonico's is horrible now. It's nasty. Delmonico's. Take it to the steakhouse and you get the $50 steak. Do that. I just do that on purpose.
I thought listen, if you're dating right now and you're on these online things, some of these bios are hilarious. I remember this one, he was like, don't ask me to go to Ruth Chris unless you could pay for Ruth Chris when I'm not.
Oh, okay. Oh. Shoot. What can I say? You being direct because you know what? If that, hey.
I guess what I find is like with this dating nowadays, say what you want.
Yeah.
Just be upfront with it. Just be upfront with it. If all you want to do is have sex, and they ain't gonna say that because most of them or some will be like, okay, let's go. I hear from men these days sometimes that they're saying the women be wanting to use them. They like, I'm like a dude, I just want and some of them be like, well, I got feelings, I want more than that. But I don't know. Like, say what you want and be honest. That's the problem. People are not honest. The worst thing, and people have been doing this since forever, is don't bring the representative out.
They always bring the representative out.
I know, but why do y'all keep doing that? Then y'all get mad Well, we like, well, who are you? We want that person back. We don't like you. Don't bring out the reference. Just be yourself. Be yourself. And then you will save yourself a whole headache.
But that's what that's what I was talking about, how, guys are saying that now these days females don't want to even attempt to date, want to get in a relationship with you at all or anything. She knows what she want. Listen, I'm just looking for this from you and that's it. I'm not trying to get into nothing serious. I don't want to catch no feelings. So it's like, for them on their end too, they feel like, why even bother? Like, nobody out here want to do anything.
I think women are tired of being hurt and sold a dream. Stop selling us. Like, I feel like it's almost like these days people question if love really even exists, because it's like, why do you? It is really people out here who will be like, oh yeah, I want a girlfriend, I want a wife, I want this, I want that. They come in thick with it, wine and dine and just love bomb you up. As soon as they get you, oh, I'm gonna fall back. We should just be friends.
Yeah. Or they stop applying pressure. We should just be friends. I've been thinking.
It's not you, it's me. Or like, this is the thing that men use a lot these days. Oh, I'm not, I'm not financially where I need to be with you or whatever. It's just, I just feel like maybe now women are taking the approach like, why get feelings involved anymore?
Yeah,
you guys don't.
You want you. I feel like the roles is reversing, and guys are uncomfortable now because females are finding their liberation, so to speak, and also discovering like we don't have to kind of play these coy, modest, never speak up for ourselves damsels anymore. And now we're going out there and more women are being more vocal. They are definitely being man eaters. They are owning what they want and getting what they want. And I think guys don't know how to approach that assertiveness from women because they're not used to it.
And I think they're intimidated because a lot of these women, while they say, I'm not about to pay for your nails and a lot of women are like, wait a minute. Guess what? I just want you for your companionship. Can you do this for me? Can you be a handyman and help me with my house? Can you do but guess what? I don't want to marry you.
Oh yeah.
I don't want you to move in here. I'm totally fine seeing you every other weekend. You know what I'm saying? And then that's not enough for them. And then what I find, especially with our Black men, is that they are obsessed with this alpha beta male stuff. Like, I mean, they are absolutely obsessed with it. They put it on their dating bios.
Listen, I think the podcast got their brains fried. They be listening to them podcasts.
I was just like, what is this? I'm alpha male. Like, listen, calm down. Just be yourself. This is not a competition. I don't need you to dominate me. And I feel like that is the problem. Like, stop competing with the women and just appreciate each other for your strength. You know?
You was telling me something earlier, you see, when we was on the phone, you was saying that you feel that Black men only want to control women. And I found that interesting because, first of all, it's like, it's always interesting when we all kind of start picking up on the same things and noticing the same things, right? Because sometimes people will have you thinking that, oh, that's just what you think, or oh, not everybody, or oh, how can you say that? Do you know what they feel? Like, listen, we could be from all different corners and we are all telling y'all the same thing. And you said that, and I was just thinking of that, like, they do. They feel they want to control us. I feel like they are trying to take on a role of yeah, I know. They're trying to take on a role of the white man, and they're treating us like how we all were getting treated, how we already all get treated, and they're trying to pass that down to us and treat us that same way. And it doesn't work. It never worked. It never worked with us. It never worked. You guys are never going to control us in that way. Why would you want to anyways? But yeah, that I don't know what's wrong with them.
Well, I said that because of this whole alpha beta thing they keep yelling. Like, I'm just like that, like, and because of my past, experiences or whatever. But I just found that the first thing that is said is, oh, well, it's fine if y'all women wear y'all hair like this, but I like women who wear hair like this and like that. And it's okay, but I want a submissive woman, and don't be asking me or trying to check me or tell me this or that. But then they can tell you this or that and check you on this or that. Or if you have spiritual or religious or a certain type of beliefs, then they want to tell you what their beliefs are. You're supposed to adopt that. You know what I'm saying? Or tell you what to eat and all this and that. Like, I can't. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, guys. I don't know what's going to happen. Because this dating stuff for me, I was just like, oh, no.
Wait. So you would say like back in the day, right? Back in the day, it used to be easy because it was all vibes. You meet somebody you liked, and it was real simplistic. You like me, I like you. Boom, y'all would just start going together. It was sometimes it would just be unspoken. Y'all just knew y'all was together, like you're mine, I'm yours, type of thing, right? And I was kind of giving you the notion that perhaps maybe even back then when we all used to do that or was doing that, we was not properly dating correctly any freaking way. And maybe we weren't taught how to date correctly. So maybe that's why it's so foreign. And now it's kind of like they catching up or people are catching up and learning how to properly date and vet who they want to be with. So now, do you think that vetting guys, dating multiple guys so that you can kind of weed out the ones that you want, the ones that's suited for you is a bad thing?
I do not think it's a bad thing, but I think society says that women shouldn't do that. I think it's
that's not
well, but my thing is like, but if you talk to a lady and you like, oh, her phone ringing and here go Tom and here go Joe and here go Peter and here go LaShawn and here go Lamar and he's like, hey girl, how many people you talking to? And then she's looked at like she up, but she's not fucking. Excuse me, I'm sitting up here cursing. Can I say that she's not doing it with all these men? Okay, she's not doing it with all these men.
Yeah,
she's dating them.
She's dating. Like, okay, the prime example I gave that everyone gives flack for is Laurie freaking Harvey. She was out there dating, okay? And we seen her dating. We seen her properly date very well, mind you. And we seen her weed out the dusties like Future. She dodged the bullet. And we seen her get Michael B, right? And of course, everybody was giving her flack all the time, saying, "Oh, she never stay in one place. She always here, there with this guy, that guy, that third." But now you see her, and it seems to be that she's in a very serious relationship. They've been together, I think, now for like going on 2 years. And perhaps through dating, she would have never even discovered that, okay, this is the one, like, this is the guy. This is the guy that I want to date. Like, yes, it's him. And then now it's easy for me to settle down because I'm comfortable with the choice that I'm making. And that's because she went through and dated these other types. So
and I think that's important.
I really don't think people should care what other people are going to say or think about you dating. I was following this girl. She in a travel group of mine. And it was so funny because I don't know how she do it. I don't know what sites she be on, but sis be internationally dating, okay? And it was like every country she went to, she had a boo waiting for her. Go.
She had a boo flying her out.
Every country, she took a picture. She took a picture with the guy. That joke was hilarious. I think I posted it on my page just like a year or so ago, but that joke was hilarious to me. But I love seeing it. Like, it was like every country she had, like every.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes. And so my thing was that is what is the beauty about online dating, because you get to swipe, read bios, talk to these men. You would never in a million years be able to encounter that many people in real life. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of pick who you want, and you can meet people out in your community if they're available, because I feel men don't approach anymore. like they used to. You remember like back in the day, like, hey yo,
no, you know what? You right about like no, they do approach. They just do it virally. It's online. Everything happens on the interwebs.
On the web.
Everything. But then you know you got to think about it. We don't go out anymore. Well, you go out because you in the city, you go out. But
but those people, them club boogers, absolutely.
Most people being at home in the house, like you don't. It's just not. It's just different. Everything is online. Everybody be online. So it's easy to just hop in the inbox and the boldness that comes from doing that because it's not like face-to-face rejection. And for the most part, you could just ignore the inbox and it's just like, hey, maybe she ain't see it.
Yeah, I think that you really can. And if you don't like their convo, guess what? You can block them, you can delete the conversation, you can end it, you can give a pointer if you'd like. I mean, I think you should be respectful because it is a person. However, I mean, I just don't feel like people are like you could be in the gym, no one's gonna say nothing. Like you're walking to the grocery store, you're like, first of all, they probably don't even know what you look like because all they see is this right here behind the mask. You know what I'm saying? So it's just everything is on the web now. It's so freaky. It's so different. It is so different.
Or let me read that. I'm gonna read that message that guy sent me about dating. Let's see. So he said, I should have pulled this up on my phone. He said, can I pop this out? No, I don't think I can. He said, the dating scene is so whack nowadays. It's not even funny. Women lie, men lie, and everybody got trust issues. Mother effers can't hold a decent conversation anymore. Loyalty is unheard of these days. Black women refuse, this is your part, Black women refuse to be submissive. Black men don't know how to leave. Black men think courting a woman means Netflix and chill plus $40.
Yeah, what I tell you? What we talking about earlier?
He said women want to wear the pants and the panties, but can you blame them really? And then he said, who really wants to deal with the baggage that comes with dating at this point? Ain't shit out here but a bunch of damaged goods. That's what he said. That's what he had to say.
I mean, and I'm really seeing this. Like, you'll talk to somebody and they're all bubbly, then you get another one like, I'm depressed and this and that, and all this darkness comes out, and you're like,
yeah. If I hit the hills, I'm hitting the hills running. If I ever meet somebody and they was just like first conversation, I was watching 90 Day Fiance. He trying to date the dude with the no neck, or no, not 90 Day, 90 Day Couples. The one with the no neck guy. I feel bad.
I know who it is.
Yeah. He going out on this date. He's supposed to be meeting this new girl. This is y'all first date. He crying at the table about his ex-girlfriend. Child. Like
been there, done that. I was talking, yes.
No.
Sitting there like, we're talking about somebody who did them wrong. Oh, my ex-girlfriend did this and she did that. And it's like, who wanna hear that? Yeah, am I a rebound for you? I clearly I might as well just get ready to get ghosted in a couple months. Because you know what? You just talk, and that's another thing. Let me talk about ghosts. I think at a certain age, you shouldn't be ghosting people anymore. You should be able to say, leave me alone. I'm not feeling you. Simple as that.
I used to be a serial ghoster too. Like just he'll get the message, like they'll be texting. Just like,
I just think that's so immature. I just think that's so immature.
You know what? Yeah, I mean, yeah, now and I would.
But how old were you when you were doing it? If you were in your 20s, okay. But like at a certain age, you can't just be like, I'm not interested.
Yeah, you could easily tell them why. Especially that maybe, like you said, maybe that might give them feedback. Maybe that might help them out. Like, well, you know, I feel like blah, blah, blah. And that's why. Please don't contact me.
And we can say that, okay, the person should stop contacting the person. But what if they think like something's wrong? They think you disappeared, you fell off the face of the earth, or maybe they really like you and they just want, why? Mm-hmm. You know, I feel like at a certain, I mean, younger people, like you shouldn't do it either, but I understand you're still learning. But once you get to a certain age, I feel like you should be honest. You should just be honest. But honesty is very much lacking. Everything that brother, that man said is 100% true. I don't know what people want. Like, you know, one of the main things that I know that I'm looking for when I'm talking to somebody, I want to know how long you've been single. Okay?
Yeah.
Because if you just broke up with your girlfriend of 5 years 2 months ago, I'm a rebound chick, possibly.
Oh, yeah, that's fresh off. That's too soon.
Yeah, or I want to know how long was your longest relationship, because maybe you don't know how to have one. You know, I come up and I'm like, oh, I've been in a relationship 20 years previously, and you're like, oh, my longest relationship was 2 years. Oh, and you're like scared. You know what I'm saying? It just, I mean, that type of stuff shows a lot about a person, I think. And then, you know, if like, I'm a Black woman, right? So if the guy seems to be, you know, I can, you know, us women, we can tell by whatever profession or the way they talk or what they doing, like what they pay grade probably is, right? And my thing is, are you confident enough to be with a woman who makes more money than you, right? Because I feel like that's also an issue that intimidates men too. Like, they come out, you know, like, oh, I'm the man, and da 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 da, and then they go and they be like, dang, she got everything I'm striving to get in 5 years.
Yeah.
So I just don't know where genuine people in this world are. I think,
do you feel like it's just like a lot of dishonesty?
Yeah, and I think that a lot of the times, like, you know, for me, I'm a divorcee, right? So it's like I haven't been on the scene in a long time, and I had no idea. And it's like the people that are left out here are like, you're single for a reason. Like,
yeah,
you're single for a reason. Your relationships don't last for a reason. You don't see it. Like, I've had men who are just rude out their mouth from day one, and I'm like, who in the world are you talking to? And you get girls like that?
Okay, well, then yeah, I had to cuss a few of them out in my. I feel like the ones that are pompous and arrogant like that is because those are the ones that have been getting away with that from other women who haven't been speaking up. Like, it's like, oh, they probably have some bravado, or maybe he's attractive, or maybe whatever the hell he got going for himself that he knows, oh, this is an asset, according to women or Black women who worship us. Because I don't, I never, I don't, I will knock your ego down so freaking fast. There you go. There, right there. Like, yeah, I had to cuss a lot of them out. A lot of them.
You're right. They sometimes have status or money or something like that sometimes, and they're rude.
Yeah.
And I just, or like they're just lying. Like, ugh.
But
and
okay,
I know,
right? Because yeah, I respect honesty. But do you also feel like they feel like they have to lie because if they was to be truthful, we wouldn't like the answer or the response?
of course. And they wouldn't get to whatever their
They're trying to get
goal or their malicious goal is.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I could give advice to ladies, and I heard this from other people who have been dating for a while and from guys. Ladies, when you get on a date with this new man, don't be telling him everything, because they're not gonna tell you everything. Don't be saying my baby daddy just slashed all my tires last weekend, you know, and I'm just like, don't start your date telling them all your trauma and all that stuff. Don't even tell them. Do they start dates telling you all their drama? Only the ones who broken hearted over some girl who done did them wrong. They only telling you a piece of it. They probably deserve whatever she did. But I'm just saying.
They're gonna say you their piece.
Don't do that. We do that too much. We feel like, oh, you so easy to talk to. Let me tell you all my business, and then in the long run, they use it against you sometimes.
Yeah, so you already told them all they need to know there, and so they're not interested any further because they like, oh, she a lot.
Keep it to yourself, because I'm sure if you knew all the stuff he had in the closet, you'd be like, he alive. Let me go. But they're gonna hide all of that, and we air it out quick.
So I feel like what type of relationship would you want? What would your relationship look like now?
Oh, that's a great question, Aya. I've thought about this. When I was fresh out my divorce, like when I really was like, oh, I'm missing, I want somebody. I was like, oh, I would like a friend, but I didn't understand what this modern day friend stuff meant.
Mm-hmm.
Once I figured out what that was and how that gets down, I was like, nope. Now, if I were to date, I would be dating with the purpose of the person becoming my boyfriend. I am not ready to be married anytime soon, nor do I even really think that I would like to ever get married again. I don't know, but right now, I would like somebody, if I'm gonna date, to have somebody who have a level of commitment and exclusivity with me, because I don't want to be sharing. It's a lot going on, so that's why I say that. But what I want now, if I had somebody, is I want somebody. This chapter in my life is called Good Time.
The time.
Good times and peace, happiness. Peace and happiness. That's what I want. I want somebody who is creative, who's interested in the arts like I am, who likes to go out to lounges and have a drink, who likes to go on dates, who likes to do things that are different, like art shows and other things. Not just no dinner and a movie. Like I don't want to be going to dinner every time you say we're going somewhere, like, because eventually that stops feeling like a date.
Mm-hmm.
I want a man to just straight dote on me. Like, I really do. Like, that's what I would desire. I don't know if I will ever get that, but
Do
I
you
want
feel like guys do that? Do you think that's the thing? Like, do you feel like they feel like it's worth treating, like, or try to go out their way to treat a female special these days?
No, they don't. And I want to be treated special. I want you to text me good morning every day. Okay? Like, I love that. I really love good morning text. I really do. Like, good night is cool too, but good morning, it's just like, it just makes me think he's thinking of me as soon as you wake up. Yeah. I want my man to rub my feet. I want him to give me attention. My love language is quality time and words of affirmation. I want to know if I look good. I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me. That's the type of thing that I want, because I never had that in my relationship. You know what I'm saying? I want those types of things. I don't want a man that has to spoil me with material things, but then treat me like crap. I want to be spoiled in love and affection and attention. I want a man who is, has a spiritual side to him, because I do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that gives them a moral compass. I want, those are the things that I want. I want somebody who loves family, and I'm totally fine with the Insta family. Okay, just put water on it. I'm totally fine with that, long as you have your situation under wraps, because I got kids. That's what I want. And I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but those are the things that I would desire in a new relationship. I want to travel. I want to travel, and I want to do things like, I said the next requirement for whoever my boyfriend will be. We are going to a secluded cabin in the woods with a jacuzzi. Like, that is a requirement. That would be something you want to do. I want to go hiking.
I went on a little getaway. It was nice.
And did you like it?
Yeah, it's definitely secluded. It was called, I think they probably, maybe they have one around Georgia area. I'm not sure, because they are set up all over the United States. It's called the Getaway House, and it's like your own.
Oh, I remember that. That was real cute.
Your mini trailer. It has everything you need in there. So if y'all want to bunker down and just stay up in there, you can. It didn't have a jacuzzi though, but it had like an outside area, and you can like grill, and it got the little seats out there. You could fire up some marshmallows, whatever the hell y'all want to do. But it was cute. It was
Did
cute.
it have a TV?
No television. That's so it's definitely just y'all two, and you better talk. It's just that's it. That's all you have for entertainment value is the two of you.
I just think that's so intimate. How did you enjoy that? Did you feel that was a very intimate, connecting experience?
Yes. And it was like a nice reset. It was just like so refreshing. I felt really good leaving that place. It was enjoyable. I would do it again.
Yeah, I mean that type of thing is what I would like in a relationship if I, found another partner. But the slicing and dicing in the process is cruel.
So do you think you can be like unpartnered without a partner?
Okay. I've heard some, I was talking to a friend of mine and she said she was reading a book or something that talked about being successfully single
Mm-hmm.
and how not many people are successfully single. Like they hop from relationship to relationship. Um, could I be by myself? Absolutely, I could be by myself. I wouldn't die. I would survive. You know what I'm saying? I can take care of myself. I'm grateful for that. But one of the things that I find that people say, oh, being single, you have so much peace and this and that. And, it is more peaceful because then nobody can bother you, but, when you're by yourself. I mean, you won't have stress from a partner anyway. I mean, you can have other life stressors, but I think that for me, being that I was in a relationship so long, like I like companionship.
Maybe it's just something because you miss it because you've been coupled for that long period of time.
And it's nothing except for like, okay, I'm watching a movie and like, did you see that? It's cool to watch it by yourself, or like I'm cooking in the kitchen, and how nice is it when you cooking in the kitchen and you got somebody to kind of chat with, like, oh wow, how you cutting those peppers? Wow, what you putting in? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like I find myself now in a situation where I have a lot of free time, because I co-parent my children, and so I find myself in here like, ooh, what do I do? And I have found hobbies that I like to do or whatever. But sometimes I guess because I do have an extroverted nature to myself, like I don't enjoy doing everything alone. I actually like social interaction.
Yeah, so socializing.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the thing about getting a divorce in your late 30s is that you become that single chick.
That is crazy. I mean, that's definitely heavy because I couldn't even imagine. Like, it's like anytime a relationship ends, it's almost like starting over. You just get this, I got to go out here and put on my interview outfit and start over again. So it's never a good feeling. And then you have to get reacquainted with everything, how things have changed, like all of that stuff. I think I could be successfully single. I do because I'm already a loner. I enjoy my I enjoy time to my I enjoy myself. I enjoy time. I will talk to myself. I enjoy my time alone. I enjoy myself. I'm going on a solo trip. It's coming up soon. My first ever solo trip. I've researched it. I've been in solo travel groups because I'll hop in a group real quick to do some research. And I'm gonna be looking forward to seeing like how I feel about am I gonna feel like, oh, I just went out here on this experience, or I went down here to the beach and I didn't have nobody on the side of me, or like I don't know if that really is gonna hit me. So I'm just gonna be looking forward to how I enjoy that solo travel and see if it's something I could do or not. But I think I could do that. Also, other like styles of relationships, especially now these days since they're trendy and everything. Do you ever think that you could see yourself in like a polyamorous or any one of those situations?
Let me tell you, there would be people online looking for somebody too. They're like, we're a beautiful couple looking for someone to join our family. No.
Child, they looking for somebody to work a job and pay a bill in the house.
Right. You're looking for recruiting workers. Like, absolutely not. No, I'm not doing no untraditional stuff like that. Because let me tell you who will still approach you when you out and about very boldly. married men.
That child.
And no, if you're not gonna sit up here and be a mistress, why would you join some poly relationship? Like, goodbye and good night. No, thank you. Not for me.
All the boldness in the world.
I mean, being single, you know, for those people who enjoy being single, and I'm talking about single
by yourself,
by yourself. Nobody's coming to do the plumbing. You know what I mean? You're by yourself. More power to you. But these people who out here single with the friends with benefits, you still getting some companionship. So that's not really being fully single. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to do that because I feel like when intimacy becomes involved for me, feelings start to develop. And I don't like to, I feel like when you being intimate, it's like sort of like a soul swapping. And even if that person can do it with no strings attached, somebody eventually starts to blur a line. I know some people can do it, but more often than not, somebody catches feelings and it's a problem. Or like, I know people who have like arrangements. But my thing is like, well, how would you feel if he comes, you got this arrangement, the next day he come and tell you, hey, well, you know, I really met somebody who I really like and I'm getting married, so you cut off. I'm telling you, it causes a problem. So for me, no, I mean, some people glorify single life, you know, because it works for them. But for me, I feel like nobody truly wants to be alone in this life.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it like that, yeah, nobody wants to be alone because then you start thinking about you're gonna die alone and who's gonna be by your side, who's gonna take care of you, who's gonna do this, who's gonna do that.
Yeah. Could you imagine if you're a total loner, nobody talks to you, and you just peel over and fall out in your chair someday, and then one day somebody say something smell bad
at the house? Yeah, I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna have one of those. I'm gonna have one of those alert things, and I'm gonna just hit it. Boop! I'm falling, and I can't get up.
You'll never be alone because you have children. So
yeah,
your kids never look for
see,
you.
there you go. You have children.
Yeah, so I mean, my children fill me up, but you know, it's still not the same, of course, because it's a different kind of love. I guess what I want is, I want some loyalty.
You need a companion in your life,
and I want some loyalty. And I'm not stressed like, oh, I gotta have somebody tomorrow. But I foresee myself. I don't foresee myself being single forever. Like I don't. That's not the life for me.
So with the state of everything that's going on with our community, okay, and these rockheads, these penis people, do you see yourself? Could you see yourself dating out?
You know what? I could. Mm-hmm. And you want to know why? Because, brothers, I have 2 sons. You got to take care of your mental health.
You trying to say they crazy? Yeah, just say y'all crazy. Y'all crazy as shit. Just say it. Y'all crazy.
The childhood traumas, the mama issues, the baby mama issues, the stain and rage behind their child support payments. Like I cannot.
Like, especially that childhood trauma issue is killing them. That childhood trauma is beating their motherfucking ass. Okay,
like we got
if
trauma.
You don't go and heal that up. If you don't go patch that up. If you don't go cry over there. If you don't go, you know what? Like I always tell people that if you don't feel comfortable going into an office, you can download the BetterHelp app if you can afford it. And they also have grants. I mean, how much of a discount you're going to get, I don't know. But they have grants. So if you can't pay their full rate or whatever, you fill out the little form and it'll tell you what you approve for to pay. And you don't have to do it every week. You can go on there and, okay, this is really bothering me today. Let me go on here and book an appointment. So it don't even have to be a weekly thing, but you can go on the BetterHelp app, download it, and talk to somebody.
But the thing is, they don't want therapy
because they don't think anything is wrong with them, but clearly
they don't feel nothing's wrong with them. They don't feel like nothing, but they'll be the first to keep using that childhood trauma as an excuse for their being inadequate, or they don't want to be accountable for things, and they want to continuously buck up. So yes, I do. And then they're not loyal to us. Like, you know, you hurt one and they want to destroy you. And I just have a problem with that. And I met a young girl, and she had told me she was Black, cute. She only dates white men. And I was like, why? She was like, well, you know, I just feel like, you know, Black men are, you know, she actually had said like Black men were kind of controlling and they wouldn't support a woman because she wanted to, you know, do something that was really high end. And she was like, you know, white men don't have no problem being a stay at home dad. And not only when they're a stay at home dad, like they cook dinner, they get babies washed, fed, and then like they're still there to support you to come to your work events and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, which is doesn't seem like we have the same support from our men. I love Black men. Oh my gosh, especially like the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Like, you know, I really love Black men. However, if y'all don't want to dote on, if I can't find the right one to dote on me, and there's a Hispanic man, and I mean, maybe one of the whiter variety, or you know, a swaggy white man. You have to have enough swag.
Yeah, a little bit, just a little something.
You got to have. You got to have. I mean, I would consider it. Like, I would consider it. Like, at this point, seeing that what the pickings are, because maybe all of the ones that are like the cream of the crop are already taken. That's what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? And anybody who's divorced or whatever, usually the men are so damaged. They say that we are, but I feel like a lot of women could go and move on.
Men, whew, they hold on to stuff a lot. We take things a lot better. I just think it's because our level of emotional intelligence is greater than theirs, and we can kind of deal with those things, but they don't know how to deal with, like, it'd be some of them that will ruin a chick from a high school breakup that she done broke my heart, and now everybody after gotta get it. They don't take that stuff well,
and they won't let nobody else love them. They just destroy everything in their path, and it's so sad. I have met some men. You know, I've seen some guys who, like, they could be really great catches if they weren't so in their heads. Like, they get stuck in this place in their head, and it's like on repeat, on repeat, on repeat, and it's like they can't get past it. So, yeah, if I found a man who was of another race, who was willing to support me and give me the things to fulfill me the way that I need, then you know what? Yes, I would. And they all be looking like these other sisters that's out here that do that. I see why sometimes.
Child, yeah, it's a whole lot. The why.
A lot doing that now, yeah. Girl, they be on TikTok dancing with their husband and everything. It's one TikTok I watch.
Pissed off and hating and upset and hurt and mad that they is just doing what y'all been doing for a long time anyways, is going over there. And now we are like exercising that right. But the only reason why I feel like we're starting to do it in higher numbers, like you said, is because it's like this pool over here, first of all, is already small enough as it is. And then it's just nothing it's just nothing there. It's nothing of substance. It's nothing there. So if you want somebody, like you said, if you find somebody over here that checks all the boxes, take y'all asses over there.
Yes. If he tell me, like, listen, I love you, I want to take you here, I do this, he gonna be rubbing my feet, we Netflix and chilling, then we traveling. Like, can you hold a candle to that? I'm just saying. Me, I don't get caught up on somebody's looks like that. Like, I can love a person for who they are and how they treat me. You know what I'm saying? What about you, Aya? I mean, I know that you're happily in your relationship right now, but do you think that do you think that was something that you could consider, or you don't want to say?
I don't know. It would have to be like you said. I don't know. He would have to be like Like maybe a Hispanic guy.
Yeah.
Or someone like that, but I don't know. If it's a white guy, we would have to have like it would have to be a deep understanding. Like I don't want to sniff anything that'll get you smacked off of you. I don't want to sense none of that energy, if you know what I'm saying. Like it would have to be the right one.
Now you know me. As much as I talk about, I love history and history of the African diaspora, and this be the main ones who will be done went out and talked to somebody else. But my thing is this: I want to be loyal to Black men, but come on, help me out. Help us Black women remain loyal. We have been
No, we
loyal
don't
to
need to
a fault.
don't be loyal. I tell people all the time, that's me. I mean, but other ones, I'm all for it. I feel no ways if like they getting on that lady. I don't know her name. I'm so sorry that the judge and her husband and they seen them pictures and I mean kissing her on her forehead, which was that was so sweet. That was a sweet picture. And y'all is so big mad about it, and I feel zero ways about it because I understand.
Well, maybe they
I
should
don't
stop
care.
focusing so much energy on trying to dominate us and make us submissive and just love us for who we
I don't know
are.
why they stuck on that submissive thing. They stuck on ruling you because they can't rule anything else. They like we left the plantation to get ruled by y'all. No, I don't think so. It ain't gonna work. That part that it's never gonna work.
Right. So I mean, I would definitely love to date like I date like a white Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? If they, and even then, they would have to have a
But
conversation.
how about like a foreigner? Because you know how they always say Americans are so different, or American Black people are so much different than like foreign Black people. So how about would you date a foreigner?
Well, I knew that they had this cute show where they had like the women, like supposedly like men in Rome really love Black women. I don't
Mm.
know. I mean, there was a show like that. I swear I can't remember.
Oh,
I didn't really watch it. You can Google it, but I swear it was like a show like that or something. But yeah, I mean, I would. I mean, if they not scamming, that'd be hard. Like,
why
I
are you
mean, I
trying
can't
to
because I've seen
for
some
like a green
online.
card?
Yeah, I've seen some online, and I'm just like, what you trying to do? Like, cause where you at? I've had some like on Instagrams, like try to slide in my
Oh
DMs or
yeah, I mean,
something
well,
like
maybe
that.
that wouldn't be the place to meet because they did like some years ago. Yeah, you would always get them inboxes and on Facebook, and they trying to hide Queen, and I'm just like I don't know.
Like the Nigerian brothers, they definitely be trying to, and I just be like, I don't know.
But what if you do just like y'all by chance y'all do meet online? Obviously, you're gonna meet them online, right? You meet online, and the talking doesn't give you scammy vibes.
I don't know, girl, about that. I don't know. Now, are they gonna be like, well, I'm coming to visit the U.S. and would you like to go on a date? I don't know. It
If they
depends.
ain't got no passport or no green card, you're gonna have to go over there.
Oh, so you trying to do a whole new episode of that show?
90 Day Fiance.
I mean,
A couple.
I would date a foreigner that was here. Yes, I would. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I would. But I don't know. I haven't encountered that as of yet. So I'm just saying, like, right now, the dating pool is very weird.
You make it seem so hopeless. Like you make it sound.
I mean, I believe there's someone for everyone,
Yeah,
no matter who you are, what you look like, or whatever you're going through. But I'm just not willing, and I don't think that my list is super crazy because I have some homegirls. They got some crazy lists of standards and criteria of what they want. Like I don't think that I have the craziest list or
I don't
whatever.
think your list. No, your list isn't asking for too much.
Yeah, I just want somebody to dote on me, give me love and affection, and travel and just have fun with me. Like that's what I want. Like,
You
I
want somebody
mean,
that's just as outgoing as you are.
yes, and I want him to have his own money because I want him to have confidence. And I realize that some men that are struggling financially don't have the confidence, and that's constantly something that is going to be an internal issue with them.
Battle.
So I want him to have his own because of that, so that he can pay and feel like a man when he needs to, and then I'll pitch in when I need to. I don't expect just because I'm a woman, like for a man, especially if I'm in a relationship, to pay for everything. No, I do not expect that. But I want you to be able to pay sometime, and I want when we get ready to go somewhere, you got money and let's go. You know what I mean? I don't want to be waiting on you and you don't want to go because you don't want me to pay. Like, I don't want to have to do that. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's hopeless. It's just that I've just started and I've already had, bad experiences, and I'm hopeful that it will get better, but it is just so hard to decipher genuine people these days. And that's not just
when you're first meeting, right? Are you upfront right away and like, listen, this is what I'm looking for, X, Y, and Z, and then they're not being truthful about their intentions or not letting you know if they can handle it or not, and then it's like you find out a couple of dates in?
I haven't been on a whole lot of dates like that, but what I will say is, at first I was being all nice. And that's not really the move. The move is to be respectful but assertive. Yeah.
I think that's the key. Like that'll weed out a whole lot. Like be intentional. Like this is my intentions right here.
Well, my first one I was like, hey, I'm outgoing and I like this and I'm a Cancer and then you get all types of mess. Okay. Then you come back and you're like, hey, just want to let you guys know that, I'm not out here for no friends with benefits. I'm not here for that. I'm here to date with a purpose. I'm here, are you willing boyfriend? You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of got to be assertive about what you want. And guess what? Half the time, they don't even read. Okay? They don't even read your bio. And then they will start saying, hey, blah, blah, blah. The same old. First of all, they can't hold conversations in the majority.
Ain't that sad? That is the most disappointing. Like when it's like, because I feel like we are at a certain age group where you been at for the past 10, like because I'm grown, so I know you grown and you like what, like when if you can't hold a conversation, now you don't have to be the most intellectual person on planet, but if you can't hold a engaging conversation where we can have a nice repertoire back and forth, I don't understand what they out here doing.
I don't know, but hey, how are you doing? Hey, how are you doing? Hey, how are you doing? Every day is annoying. Have something to talk about.
Hey, how you? Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. I'm fine. Then the next day you're gonna start over like a broken record. Then if I want to start talking something like, hey, okay, so how is this app going? Have you been like, what are you on here for? What are you looking for? I remember I had one. What you mean? I mean, what are you on here for? Oh, I'm just chilling. Delete.
Well, you want to act just chilling? Like, what is you supposed to do with that? Just chilling.
It's just annoying, and I don't know if Facebook cares or whatever, but you should charge people for that. Then you have more serious people on it. I'm just saying. Well, Facebook, get your money. Start charging.
Start charging them the tax. Send the chat for 5 cents.
Yes, for real. Because if some people on there, you would be like, oh my God. There are people on there in all walks of life, everywhere. I don't know how the men get phones. Well, I don't. The phones in the jail and they got whole sexy.
They be on there?
Yes, straight up. Ain't nothing G about where I'm at right now, but I'm looking for a boo thing. Straight in jail.
No.
Like with a phone, like
Because that's why they let them have phones now in some jails.
And it's people like that all the way to the regular people, to the entertainers, to the doctors and lawyers and different. It's all everybody's up. But I just would say that for that particular app, because it's lots. Like I know I have friends that have gotten married after meeting people from Plenty of Fish.
Oh, really?
I know some. I know that Black people meet now, but a lot of people not serious because they charge. Okay, so if you on there, that's you probably meet a better person. And then it's the little hookup ones. Like I think Tinder, I can't take that seriously. I think that's just like some sort of a hookup type of thing.
Yeah, from what I hear.
Bumble, I don't know. That got bad press recently with that girl. I'm not even gonna go there. But I'm just saying, like, people. But I have had some amazing conversations with people who want nothing but more than to talk.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, that's all I wanted to do. But now, I don't know if I can really take it seriously. But I will tell you, I have met people out, and I like people better than I met online. I'm just saying, like, the people that I have met out, I was just like, it was just real basic. Like, it wasn't.
Like, you met, and then it wasn't nothing. Like how they didn't think over well.
It just was like, I felt like it was awkward because we connect so much online. Like, you can talk to somebody about everything, tell them about your kids, tell them about what you like to eat, what you cook, what's your favorite this, what's your favorite, before you even give a phone number. And you meet people out and they just want your phone number and you don't know if they're crazy, and they can be crazier than anybody you met online.
Oh my God. Like, so, like those forceful types, or what do you want to call them? Those over eager people.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So I would just say that single lady.
Social media online has messed up people's, I guess, like communication, how we communicate with one another, how we date one another.
I mean, I don't know if it's messed it up. It's just evolution. Like, it's different. It's a different day and time. Like, ask any young person. If we had like a little young person now, we'd be like, how you meet people? Oh, they come in my DMs. He's in my DMs. Yeah. Ask them. You're going to be like, oh, really? He asked me out. He asked me if I would really be his girlfriend in the DMs. Like, they're not writing them little letters they used to write.
It seems so long ago and so weird that, like, once upon a time, you guys, we used to actually just be outside. And, like, through being outside, somebody would holler. And then voila, y'all would start.
Girl, let's go walking. Like, we walk and then.
So different.
Oh, remember the party line?
Oh my God. Yeah, that was like online before online. You call that number. They probably still got that number active.
Well, I know they got prayer lines now because I know people will be meeting on the prayer line too.
I'm not trying to be on the prayer line. But you call that line, that guy voice come up. And you go in them chat rooms. Oh my God, yeah, the party line.
But that's sort of like what the internet, well, I don't know about chat rooms. I mean, but people, it's not just, it used to be looked at, people were weird that met online, right? Like, oh, that's weird.
Like, weird, y'all met online, yeah.
And I think it's still, some people still have a little
hesitation
taboo about it, but you're not, where are you going to meet somebody at now? Where are you going to meet them?
True.
You gonna meet them in the grocery store?
At the library.
At the library? Who in the library?
At the gas station.
At the gas station.
Walmart.
And half of the country working at home too, so you gotta meet them at work either. Like, where you gonna meet them at? And then half these people don't even go in a restaurant; they Uber eating everything to the house. So like, where you gonna meet them at?
Yo was, oh my God, they Uber eating. You gotta be on, yeah. And online is. I'm pretty sure that industry done went through the roof with numbers.
I mean, I'm sure people still meet in real life, but I would just say to you, if you are dating and you are limiting yourself to just whoever approaches you, you're really selling yourself short. Keep your options open. I'm not about to be that person who's just sitting here waiting for whoever wants to talk to me at a gas station. No, I'm not doing it. And then now when you are out, from what I hear from guys is that they're scared to approach women now because they say we're mean. And they, they're scared that they're very sensitive with rejection. And so now they just give you the eye.
And I'm supposed to like be like, oh yeah, let me go over here because he's giving me the eye.
Yes.
First of all,
I'm serious.
I know times have changed and guys are probably very intimidated of females because now a female will like will bite your neck off and you don't know if you should approach or not approach, what you're gonna say if you approach. But it used to be an art to this, and it's like I feel like it's a lost art form. Y'all don't know how to approach women, and like the cowardness of being scared to approach a woman.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be the same cowardness that you deal with when you're in a relationship. You can't say nothing to them or they just butt hurt. Like I'm just saying, I can't. I've accepted the fact that I'm gonna need a strong man to deal with me because I'm going to ask a question and I'm gonna have certain boundaries that I have, and unfortunately, we talking amongst us Black women.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do ourselves any favor by accepting crap. Like the next sister who accepts crap ends up giving me a man who's gonna give me crap. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We're kind of doing that to ourselves because
a disservice to each other.
Yeah, stop falling for anything. And I mean,
because they just and that's the other thing. That's I was just talking to the penis person about that. Like it was just like y'all kind of like they don't feel like they have to work for anything. Why should I put in any effort because I know it's her, she gonna deal with it. I could just go over here. Like I don't have to do all this extra bother with this when they have it so easy from us because I can just go over here. So screw you. So they don't even want to work for it at all anymore.
Oh, you too much. If you doing all that, you too much.
Yeah, and this might not even be much at all. I was like, guys are supposed to compete with one another. Guys are supposed to compete for your effect. Guys are supposed to want to put in the effort to win the girl. Like, what happened to winning the girl?
Happened? I don't know. It's like if you two, I gotta compete. I'm gonna just go over here with her because I ain't gotta wine and dine her. I ain't gotta do nothing. I can just come up in her. She gonna have everything cooked for me. I'm gonna kick my feet up and do nothing.
Impressing the girl.
Lady, stop doing that. Like, they just feel like we so desperate for them. Especially, where I live at down here. Like, oh my goodness. I've had some people say some crazy stuff to me. Like, you don't know how it is out here. You gonna just be happy with like what a piece of me. And I'm like, what? No, I won't. Y'all don't know me. You don't know. I will import something over here, okay? Be driving somewhere every other weekend. It's not a problem, okay? Or get a toy. It's not a problem. Like, I will not put up with that. But yes, who said I'm wine and dine you? I'm not doing that. Okay. You ain't got to wine and dine, but you need to do something. You know how to cook something. Cook something.
Yeah, like what is your requirement? What do y'all feel like y'all? What do y'all feel should be expected from you?
I wish we could ask one. Somebody
like just for you to show up, just like it's good enough that I'm here, I'm an alpha, I'm the man.
Mm-hmm. Bask in my glory, woman.
Yeah, like bask in my worship me.
I don't get that.
What should be expected of you?
I don't know. I can't stand when they say that though. That's a turn off to me.
That's a red flag. That's not, it's so sad because before, long ago, when that term was just like, we knew about it. Okay, there's alphas and blah, 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 right? Now it's so overused that it's become a red flag. If you say it out your face, red flag. If it's in your bio, red flag.
And I've met some like throughout my days, some if I would say who was an alpha male, and they never said I'm an alpha male,
Yeah.
they would just so eloquently like put you in your place. You
Boy.
be like, ooh, okay then, let me be quiet. Right.
Assertive.
Most of y'all ain't got that. So stop saying you alpha male because you just want to be in charge and you're not.
Yeah, that's them letting them know, like, listen, I run stuff over here. You ain't gonna be telling me what to do. I know nobody control me because I'm an alpha.
You ain't about to check me. Don't ask me about nothing I'm doing because I'm alpha. Okay. Where your alpha money and your alpha confidence and all, or your intelligence? Let's start there with having a conversation. I have a problem with that.
The ones who be saying that they're alpha can't even have a conversation.
So let's stop that. But I will tell you, and I wrote this on my bio, I am not the submissive type. So if you look at it,
Scroll it. They got to scroll. Hit the scroll.
Scroll. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna put on that. Listen, I can. If we're talking about submissive, I think a lot of people like don't even understand what that truly means.
Yeah, they get it. It's all convoluted and twisted, anyways.
You can be submissive to each other and be on an equal partnership. It's a give and take.
Bingo.
It's not one person being a doormat to all of your needs. And I feel like that's the majority of them that yell that. That's what they're thinking, and they're not thinking in the right context. So, like, don't even use the word. Just go with the flow. How about that, guys?
They just think that means that I'm supposed to just listen to everything that come out your mouth.
Right.
And just follow you blindly. I'm supposed to blindly follow you. I don't know where you taking us to, where you leading us to. I'm supposed to just blindly follow.
No, and if you've ever done any transgression, or I realize I can't trust you with my life, you threw submissive out the door with a black woman. Let's just be honest. You don't do it out the door. Once you done did one major F up, okay, it's gonna get thrown out the door. Yeah. So I mean, I just feel like when it comes to dating these days, I think that people need to really be honest about what they're out here doing. Like, are you? Some people really are dating because they want to find that person for them to spend their time and energy in life with. And they may not necessarily be married, but they're dating with a purpose because they want a true companion. And it's so hard for those people that are out here like that because there are so many imposters who are half the time narcissistic in the way that they're approaching dating. Mm-hmm. So, and another thing that I find that is funny to me is the situation with guys wanting to immediately yell that women are crazy when they have created situations to spark up negative emotions between them and a
person. Like, scenario.
Okay, so a scenario is this. You met someone, promised them all types of things that you knew you had no intention of delivering. But you did that because you wanted something from them. Soon as you get what you want from that person, then you flip the script on them and try to act like they're crazy because you played with their emotions or promised them something that you knew you weren't going to deliver, and then I find that a lot of there are some men out here who will do that, and then they want to call a woman crazy when she wants answers. I'm sure it's women who could do it to men too, but but so that can go both ways. And I'm just saying, like, I feel like people should stop doing that too, but people gonna do what they want to do. Dating is rough out here.
I was gonna say something, but I forgot what my thing was gonna be. It is dating is great. Oh, this is what I was gonna ask. So, being that you said you don't see yourself getting married again, you're dating, you meet somebody, y'all like each other, y'all decide, great, okay, we're gonna be together. Do you think it's anything wrong with being in just a long-term relationship? Because I feel like for a lot of people, they feel like, okay, the ultimate goal here is to get to the marriage part. And seeing people who just enter into these long-term relationships is like, what are y'all doing? Like, it's pointless. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with it. I just feel like people feel like, what are y'all in a relationship for if that's not the goal?
Okay. So my take on that is I used to be one of those people who was like, you're gonna put a ring on it, you're gonna put a ring on it, you're not gonna get the milk from the cow for free, blah blah. Then I was married for a long time. But what I realized in the end was I signed a legal contract, signing my life away over to another person. And you won't realize that you did that unless you end up in a nasty divorce. Okay? Then it's like this person who you love now has put you in the legal system, especially if you involve lawyers. It's horrible. Any divorce lawyer will tell you right now, nobody wins
in a divorce.
Mm-hmm. Everybody loses. And it can get so bad. The children lose. Everybody loses. And that's why some people choose to stay married in bad situations. But I don't agree with staying married in bad situations and cheating and showing because to me, that's not setting a good example either. It is better for you to just go ahead on and maybe break up the household to be a happier, more productive parent, to be a better person for your kids. And it's going to be hard either way, in my opinion, if you're in a bad marriage or if you leave it, okay? So if you're going to be miserable by yourself. But when I look at people and they're like, okay, now my perspective on that is I would most definitely have a long-term relationship with somebody, and me and that person, we could just gaze into each other's eyes, promise our lives to each other, and we could go ahead and function in that way, and I would be totally satisfied with that. And I'm going to tell you why. A lot of people want to be married because of religious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
This can, or societal, or what it does, or for financial reasons. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like you do what's best for you. But please believe, if you do marry, you are entering into a legal contract. Which is why, if I was to marry again, I have really thought about this. First of all, I take marriage very seriously. That is why I was married for so long. Mm-hmm. And if I was to get married again, it would have to be one hell of a man who is totally evolved, mature, and understands that just like any relation, a marriage is work. It does not just flow. You have to work at it. And I mean, not 50-50, 100 and 100%. You have to work at that. And it goes beyond love. People love each other all the time, stab each other in the back. Oh, I love you. It wasn't nothing. But loyalty has to come with that love, because when you're loyal to somebody, you're going to be there for them. Even when you don't like them, you will still be loyal to that person. So to me, it would have to be that. And then I would have to have a prenup. Okay? Just as simple as that. Because I don't want to be stuck in no bad situation. And trust me, neither do you. It doesn't mean that I don't look at prenups as like, oh, it's already a precursor for you to be divorced. Because guess what? You better take that love is blind off your eyes, because let me tell you something. You already signed the contract. So why not add a clause to that contract and say that if it doesn't go as we have committed and signed on this dotted line with each other, then there are clauses. Every other legal contract has clauses and different things to protect it. I believe that marriage should be the same way. And because if it doesn't work out, it is so much more beneficial to cut your ties in a more amicable way when everybody goes into it with knowing the rules. That's how I feel.
I remember it used to be this person I can't remember who it was. But I just remember what they used to say. They used to always say, never involve the state in your business. Like, because I mean, I don't know if people realize that or not, but like you said, it is a contract. And once you get the license, get your little license, congratulations, you guys, and y'all go and get married, you are involving the state in your business.
Straight up.
I was watching something like a few weeks ago. It was by a past. It was on YouTube somewhere. It was by this pastor, but he do videos like I don't know. But he was talking about how marriage is a contract, all this stuff, blah blah blah. And if you don't want to get married through like going down to the courthouse, getting the license, that you can sign an affidavit, you and this person between y'all sign and go get it notarized, and then you record the marriage in a Bible, like a family Bible. So I don't know if like y'all getting this family Bible is like this is your family Bible and it gets passed down and like I haven't researched that. It gets passed down and passed down and passed down, but you record your marriage in the Bible and you get it notarized. And that's binding as a marriage. So also that you won't involve the state in your business.
And I'm not even going to speak on so much of how signing that marriage contract could enter you in other parts of the state stuff, but I'm just saying, like, I would really prefer for somebody to just love me versus me. I would never, ever again put pressure to marry no man or anything. If he wakes up every day and I'm who he thinks about and he loves me and he does for me, then that would be worth way more to me than a piece of paper that is binding me to someone I can't stand.
For real.
That's all I'm saying.
And we can't just go peacefully. Right.
Which since we're talking about dating, a lot of people date with a purpose. And the purpose is to get to marriage. I love the conversation that me and you had, Aya, like, I don't know, was it last year early? And you was like, it was kind of like inspired by like sort of like what Beyonce was saying, like, why are young girls always inspired to marry? And you were like, it would be so good if people were like to tell the real deal, like to girls at a young age instead of waiting. I like
what
what
the truth about marriage. Like a lot of times I feel like we set each other up because we don't tell the truth, because you keep what goes on in my house, stay in my house, and y'all go out as y'all should. In some instances, you go out and you put on a unified front to the public. You know, people are slamming Will and Jada like that's what y'all should have stayed doing, is putting on this unified front, and we shouldn't have been in y'all business. Even though, ironically, like over the years watching them, y'all was begging for their business, always wanting to know their business. Are they cheaters? Are they this? Are they getting divorced? And then now they started divulging the business, and it backfired. But sometimes, yes, couples in general absolutely should go out there, put on that unified front, because people don't need to know, oh, they not getting along. Oh, it's not all peaches and roses over there. But when it comes to marriage, and specifically, especially how it gets promoted to girls, y'all wives, y'all ones who are wives, because I ain't a wife. And sometimes it's like that's a, you know how you have those people who be like, you can't tell me how to raise my kids, you ain't got no kids. And it's like I was like, to them, it's like, well, I was a kid before I had parents. I know how I felt. Like it's like they get no input. So sometimes I feel like I try, let me keep my mouth shut, because I was never a wife. I ain't never want to be, for y'all information. But y'all need to stop setting these young girls up and tell them the truth about everything that goes into a marriage and what it means. Not just the good stuff. Oh, you know, the dress and congratulations, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do the bridal shower, and tell them everything that they're signing up for and everything that they might lose, or tell them about the sacrifices that they may have to make in regards to them being a woman for a man. And we all know our men have this ego that must be fed, and how you might have to play this submissive role to that. And like, tell them about the duty, tell them if you enjoy the duty, tell them all of those things so that they can make educated decisions on if that would be something for them. And don't make it seem like that is the end goal. Like you said, don't make it seem like you have to aspire to this. Like this is not the 1940s, 30s, 50s. Like you can aspire to whatever you want to. I don't subscribe to that.
Well, I think that marriage can be a very beautiful thing when both people know what their part is in the marriage to make it successful. Communication, give and take, a partnership. Mm. It's almost like running a business. When everyone is committed to running a family and a marriage, then it works. It works for so many people. And some people marry, and whether it works or not, they will never divorce. Because divorce is horrible. It really is. You don't ever go into anything thinking about a divorce. But what I will say is that I don't regret marrying in my life. I just wish I was more informed about it, just like you said. I had never really saw successful marriages growing up. There was a whole era, and I feel like in the Black community where people had stopped getting married. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was kind of shacking up, having kids and whatever. Now in the millennials, we started getting married again because I guess maybe we saw like the Obamas, and we were still kind of in our 20s at that time, and we were like, "Ooh, Black love."
Yeah, they sold the Black love. It was the romantic
power couple. We about to be power, baby. Everything ain't cute now. Like this is real life stuff. And I read an article where it said men don't reach their full emotional maturity until they are 42 years old.
Child, 42.
42. So can you imagine the book you about to go through? Marrying somebody at 25.
Yeah, 25, 26.
Jesus. Oh, sweetie. Because even at 35, 36, they still act. So I'm just saying, like, by the time, and I even see that in the dating world. Oh, I'm about to be 40. Oh, mad dash, I need to marry somebody. Like,
yep.
40 men are ready to settle down.
Because that's their biological clock.
Like yesterday.
You done hold yourself out. You done sold all those royal oats. And now your biological clock is coming up, and now you worried your mortality is setting in, and you worried about who gonna take care of me.
I didn't gonna watch them crusty diapers and do all of that for you, okay?
Who's gonna take care of my diabetes? Yes, they.
And when we young, that's our stuff. We're like, oh, I want to marry. I want to have babies. Yeah. I'm in the child care, and I want to have babies, and then like. Some people don't want to have their babies out of wedlock and they want to be married and blah, blah, blah. But one thing that I've learned is that a marriage doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have a father for your child. Because lots of people divorce all the time. And they don't have that.
Lots of people aren't present while they're there. Like you could be checked out and just be there.
That's right. Some people get way more support from like their family than their significant other. When it comes to child rearing and raising. But I will say that marriage can be beautiful. I'm not going to say I don't believe in marriage just because mine didn't work out. I just felt that I was in oh my God, we grew up together and we went through a whole lot. And I think that, we probably should have parted ways a long time ago, but we were just trying to keep it together. I mean, I would say that on my part until I wasn't. But I would say that now when I'm out here in the dating world, like, oh my gosh, it's almost like I would like to find another divorcee.
Oh yeah, that'll be nice because then you won't have to worry about him wanting to get married. Well, sometimes they want to get remarried.
A lot of men remarry quicker than women. Mm-hmm. Like they usually married like next year
because they want Barbara back in the house. He missing.
Yeah, because you really get used to like you really get used to you're facing the world together. You really are. You're facing the world with someone else. If I fall down, you hold it up. If I'm up, then you have a backup plan. When you are by yourself, you are by yourself. You better win. You better swim or sink. That's it. You don't have nobody even if y'all both end up in a crisis, you in a crisis together, you got somebody with you supporting you.
Mm-hmm.
Any crisis that I have, a single person has, they in that crisis alone, really. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like, it would be nice to meet somebody, and I would say hopefully they didn't divorce because they've been cheating like crazy, blah, 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 blah. But even sometimes people learn from their mistakes, you hope. Sometimes, very rarely, a lot of people repeat stuff all the time. But it would be nice because at least I know that person can commit and they know how to be in a relationship. Because some of these single people out here, they always single. They longest relationship like 3 years or something, like 1 year, 2 years or something like that. And it's like, you really don't know how to be in a relationship. Like, to me, if your longest relationship like 1 year up to 3 years, like, let me come to me when you've been in a relationship 7 years and you get that 7-year itch. Because that's what they call it. They call it that 7-year itch when something starts happening and you like, in that relationship. And you get past that, especially people that's married. And even if you're not married, if you're in a long-term relationship, you get past 7 years, you good, because that's when usually something goes down, So yeah, I don't think, Aya, that you gotta get married and sign a contract to sign your life away over to somebody. You can love somebody for 50 years.
See, people gonna look at them like they married. You know them old couples that they've been together for like ever. Is they married? No. Like, but we all
are looking alike.
Yeah, we all got them couples that just been together forever. They ain't never get married, nothing, but they've been together forever.
Yeah. And my thing is that sometimes when I have a friend, and I'm not gonna say who it is, but if she's listening, she probably knows. But she was married before, and then she said like she really made her new husband work for it, like wait years and years, because she wanted him to be all in.
All in.
Both feet. Guys. I mean, this for us women, so I don't even know if any guys watch it, but hey, that guy wrote you, so he could be listening to us. Both feet in. That's what I want. I will never marry another man unless I know he got both feet in the door. Not one in, not one out. Both feet in the door. Because I know when I'm all in it, I am all in it 1000%.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy out there. I do feel like it's somebody for everybody. And you know what? I feel like as you grow older and stuff like that, our definition of like, well, my definition anyways of what I see as love has evolved and changed. It has to, like, when you a kid and y'all be so optimistic about it, and
fairy tale.
Fairy tale. It's supposed to be butterflies, and it's supposed to be like give you these fuzzy feelings, and and that's all cool and grand and stuff. And then you just start finding out or realizing that it is not that at all. And it is a lot of work. And it's going to come with its highs and its lows and its dips and its valleys to it. And I mean, you have to really, it's a commitment. You have to really be committed to it, but you ain't always going to feel that fuzzy feeling all the time for somebody that you love.
I totally agree with you. I think that all of us when we're younger, we go into love thinking this idealistic view of love, like it's gonna be happily ever after, and then something happens and you grow up and you realize this is not no fairy tale. In love, you don't stay in love with somebody consistently every day for like 70 years. You do not. Newsflash, any young people listening to this, you do not. 1 year, 2 years, you in love. The other 3, you just love that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it goes up, it goes down. Like, today I love you, tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But we know that now as 30-something-year-old, late 30-year-old women. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know that now.
Yeah,
We know
that's
that
like
now.
going back to what you were saying, like getting like what even long-term relationships, starting long-term relationships, getting overly serious or marrying like in your 20s and stuff. Now looking back at it, that's just absolutely crazy on both sides. Like especially the guys, because like you said, they don't mature until much later. You're not
Oh,
gonna get the
God,
mature
way later.
version of that fella until much later in life, right? But even for us, because we grow leaps and bounds from when we were in our 20s and now we're in our 30s. I feel like in your 30s is when you start hitting your stride, and that's when things start happening, and that's when you should get into serious relationships or even marriage. Is like in your 30s. Like I get the young thing, and y'all want to get married young, y'all want to grow together, y'all want to build, y'all want to start get the kids out the way, build the family and stuff, and that's great. But yeah, you don't hit your stride until you in your 30s. You don't start really getting in your bag and knowing who you are and learning yourself until you're in the 30s.
I remember when I got married, I was one of the first people, like, of the people that I knew that had got married. Um, I was in my 20s and early 20s, and I think the problem is when we're in our early 20s, those are our childbearing years,
Mm-hmm.
and they put pressure on you, like society, that you should the correct order of things
Mm-hmm.
is to marry first and have your children, you know. Even though that's not even the way I went. I had a child before I was married.
Mm-hmm.
But, I kind of felt like, maybe a religious conviction from my upbringing or whatever, like that I needed to then marry him if that was the father of my child.
Yeah.
I did love him. There were several red flags, that I shouldn't have went there, but I still did anyway. But I just feel like you're right. My friends that waited later in their 30s, I feel like they had better marriages than me. And I mean, you can't ever really judge somebody's marriage from looking at it from the
Mm-hmm.
outside, because everybody got problems. And like you said, a lot of people put a united front on to
Mm-hmm.
people, and they don't badmouth each other, as they should not.
Right.
Um, but I think that they were probably a lot more informed. I would
Mm-hmm.
say, like at 35, about what you like and you dislike and what you want. I think most, especially women, like, but I don't know. In this dating scene, it seems as if the men that age are still extremely immature to me. Like, they still indecisive about what they want at that age or something.
Yeah.
Which I'm very shocked by, because I would have thought by the time a man was 35, 36, 37, like, they would be more settled. But I haven't found that to be the case in my conversations with people. Um, but I would say that marrying in your 30s, I feel like you're a lot more mature. You have a mature mindset to make a more rational decision. In your 20s, no. But unfortunately, most people have the babies in the 20s.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That is the irony of life, I guess.
Mm-hmm. This is a good. I mean, I like this discussion because you told me you was like, dang, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna just be quiet because I don't even know what I'm gonna say.
I know you was just so jaded about getting back out there. I just think because you just got to just get reacquainted with the whole situation of the scene.
And
But
maybe I shouldn't even be out there like feeling this way, but it's like you can't stop living your life.
yeah,
Like, you can't stop living your life, like, because it will never be a perfect time. And honestly, I feel like this. Anybody can be by your side and when you're up.
mm-hmm.
But when you have, when you are going through something, or you in a crisis, or you like, huh? Or you at a low point, then and somebody will still stick around, that's a real one. That's
Yeah.
a real one. So
you meet people just go with the flow.
I don't have no choice. I don't have no choice but to go with the flow. Like, I have conversations that keeps me entertained at the very least. Okay, that's all I can say. Keeps you entertained, and I would say to any women that are out here that are listening to this conversation, that is out here on this dating scene, I feel you. I feel you, and I know that your king is out there somewhere, or your queen if you do that too. Like, whoever you looking for, it is somebody out there for you. So don't give up. Don't give up on it, and don't settle either.
Yeah, don't put, oh God, because that's what's messing them crazies up out there that you don't want to call crazy. You see, like that's what listen, that's what's getting them messed up, getting the game twisted. Like the settling, like let's not settle for dust, okay? Dust and ash. Don't settle. Like go out there and do your dating thing. Go out there and talk. Go out there and form relationships, or whatever. And if you feel like no, this one is not making the cut, not meeting the needs, cut them off.
Right. And I feel like what the guy said, like Netflix and chill is
not a date.
A date.
It is
So
not.
don't keep calling people to come over. Take her.
You know what you could go on, I think, and get good ideas for dates. Groupon, and you can get a deal. You can go right there and go to, like, I guess what, the little entertainment section. I be seeing some. I live in this boring city. You go on Groupon and you go to the entertainment section, and I'll be like, I didn't even know this was here. I didn't even know this existed. Like, you see so.
Listen, I don't got a problem. He could come on. You ain't even gotta tell them that you went on Groupon.
Yeah, don't even tell her. You see so much stuff on that site. So a dinner and a movie, you can amp it up unless it's a really good movie. That I might want to see, or it's anticipated. That's fine. But since you said you want, like, I want some different dates, you can go to the museum, the art museum. You can go to a comedy show, get a little kiki going. There's some other ways you can go.
I mean, I just don't like. I know traditionally dinner and a movie was a thing, but I don't like going to movies, like, especially for a first date. You don't talk.
Yeah, maybe the dinner is nice.
Yeah.
Because then, I mean, I get the dinner thing because that gives y'all that moment, that hour and a half or so to talk, to have a conversation.
It's so many things you could do besides, like, you can do something and then go to dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
an activity. Would you do like the rock climbing thing?
Yeah, that's cute. I've never done that either.
I think they have one. I think they
I'll
have.
do that.
I don't know.
I went to, like, museum before, like art show. That was nice. I went, yeah. I mean, you can think outside of the box, and I think that is a great idea, Aya, for them to go on Groupon and get some ideas, and you might get a discount.
And you might get a discount, especially for the ones that you said might be like a little intimidated. Like, dang, I gotta take her out and spend this money. Like, go on the Groupon. She don't even have to know. You buy it right from there, so it's already taken care of. And then just go on a date.
And I mean, I like to dance. Like, you can take me out to dance now. I like that too. I ain't had that yet.
Oh yeah, and y'all down there for it. You at the right spot for that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we was kind of doing our takeaway just a minute ago before we segued again, like we always do. But what is your takeaway from this conversation?
My takeaway from this one today, ladies, the dating scene is not easy. However, there is a process for everything you do in life. And anything too easy is not really worth having. So just as well as they may have to work for you, you're going to have to work through and navigate until you find the person who is for you. So don't give up. Don't give up. It's not like you out here searching for somebody. I know everybody be like, let him find you. No, us lady, we are liberated now. We can make decisions on what we want in a partner just as well as they can. And I encourage ladies for you to truly evaluate what you want out of a situation and how you want to be treated in a situation. And don't just base that on finances, because there are some men who make some decent money that will treat you like royalty. Okay? So I just feel like the dating scene is not easy, but we have to evolve with it, just like these companies had to evolve and let people work from home. Okay.
I know, no. I just want to reiterate that everything that you said is golden. And once again, don't accept less. Especially like guys treat women like they have options. They've been doing that to us because it's just what it's, well, for them, it's what the truth is. It's like every guy, it's 10, 50, however many chicks that they feel is to them. So they already go in it knowing I have options, and they utilize those options too. They utilize the hell out of their options, and if you are not the one for them, they have they have never had a problem in the dating scene, in the dating game, and being logical, because they think with they think with this and not with all these feelings of, oh, I don't want to, I'll feel bad if I reject him, I'll feel bad if I tell him the truth, I'll feel bad if I say you go on your little dates, and if it's not the vibe for you, or you feel like we don't really got much in common, or it was kind of awkward, that's it. Move on. Don't accept things that you don't want to accept because you have options, and y'all should start utilizing them.
That part.
And that is it for tonight's show, you guys. I want you to like, comment, and subscribe. And next time, join in on the conversation.
Yes, join us. We always love to have somebody that, break it up.
See you guys later.
Bye.